Hey Tribe YouTube fam, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the money hack so simple, it's going to piss you off. And yes, it's probably going to piss you off, or you're going to walk away thinking that this isn't the truth. Okay, you're going to walk away thinking that you don't believe it. But this is the raw truth, how money works and how money works in all areas of your life when you think about manifesting. And before we get started here, one thing I want you to do is you have to watch this video completely from beginning to end. You see, if you're trying to figure out this stuff, you're trying to figure out how this stuff works. And I mean, how to generate more money in your life, how to get manifesting and work for you, how to get success to work for you, how to live life on your terms. Okay, you got to stop playing around. Okay, you can't just jump from one video to the next. You watch 30 seconds, you watch 10 seconds, you just see a video title, then you comment and you think what the video is about, but you never watched the video. You need to start taking this stuff serious and sit down and watch the video and actually apply it to your life. Actually walk away and try to digest the deeper meanings of this video. You see, the truth is you're the one blocking money from your life. It's not the economy. It's not your circumstances. It's not the government. It's not your parents. It's not your siblings. It's not your job. It's you. And what do I mean by this? You see, this really applies to when we're an adult. Okay, at some point, after we get out of high school, after we get out of college, we get a job. What we end up doing, we end up blocking the money ourselves. Okay, we end up getting attached to the money. And remember, when we're attached to anything, money attached to our dream house or dream car, it causes friction, and friction negates. Friction is just another name to force. You're trying to force things to happen, and the way you're forcing it is because you're always thinking about it. It's always in the back of your mind as a worry or doubt, or you're trying to figure out the how, you're trying to get it. And that's the main issue here. And I'm going to give you several scenarios on what we're doing and how to flip and fix this. When we're an adult, what we really need to do, we need to go back to that old self. And I don't mean that old identity. We need to go back to an old self, meaning when we were a kid, when we were a young teenager, maybe we were in high school, maybe we were in college. But at that point, when we did stuff because we wanted to do it. We loved it. It was our passion. It literally had nothing to do about the money at all. Money was the furthest thing in our mind. Okay, we didn't even think about the money. And maybe at that point, it's because our parents paid for everything. Okay, it doesn't matter, okay, where the money was coming from. The bottom line here, what I want you to walk away with is that in that stage of your life, you didn't care at all about money. All you cared about was doing what you love, doing what you're passionate about, and being in the moment of doing it. And I'm going to give you a second example. Maybe as an adult, a young adult, you wanted to be an entrepreneur your whole life. And as an entrepreneur, in the beginning phases of your entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur right now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to think back to when you were new being an entrepreneur, when you had no experience, when you were brand new, you're just building your company, your business, or whatever you're trying to build, because you're fine in the beginning. It wasn't about the money. In the beginning, you were just super excited because finally you're an entrepreneur. You were super excited because you're doing what you want to do. You're doing what you love. You're doing what you're passionate about. You were just super excited and all in that moment. It literally had nothing to do with the money at all. And I want you to do another exercise real quick. It's not really an exercise. I want you to think back when you were a teenager. Think back when you were in high school, college, or maybe a young entrepreneur. And isn't it weird? Listen to this. I want you to think back. Isn't it really, really weird when you're just working in your moment? You're in the moment. You're working your passion, what you love to do. It has nothing to do with the money. Money doesn't even enter your mind at all. Isn't it weird how things just start coming in your life out of nowhere? Things just start working out of nowhere. Isn't it weird? I want you to think back. Even if you have to pause this video, I really want you to think back because it is so true. You will find when you think back, it's like, yes, Chad's right. things just seem to work out. Things just seem to out of nowhere come in my advantage. Or when you're trying to manifest, it seems like things are coming to you like flies on shit. And you don't know why it's happening. It could be, what we have to understand about this, there's no logic to this. There's no logic to manifesting. There's no logic to your subconscious mind. Okay, there's no logic to this shit. But what ends up happening as we get older, I don't know why, I'm older, it's happened to me many times. This is why I can give you advice on it, is that when we get older, we have more bad experiences happen to us. We have more negative experiences happen to us, or we at least perceive it as a negative. And as we get older, maybe it's a breakup, going through breakups, going through divorces, maybe losing half your assets. It doesn't matter. But eventually, we kind of switch a switch. Eventually, we start focusing on the money. Eventually, we start focusing on how can I make more money? Eventually, at one time, we're doing something we loved. It was our all. It was our passion. And what we love and our passion turns into something that we're turning into a turmoil. It turns into something as I'm sitting here trying to work off my dual monitors or my laptop. I'm working out of stress. I'm working out of, I got to make more money. I got to make more money for my family. Oh my God. And everything becomes about the money. And when this happens, sometimes we can be stuck in this area for months and years, and things just start not going our way. And this is what I want you to see. It's not going your way because you for some reason, you did a switch, and for some reason, no, it doesn't matter why you did it. Okay. It doesn't matter if you can go back and you can narrow down one point in your life, the reason why you did it. But the bottom line is you're caught in this trap where you're making your life all about money. Okay. What you need to do is flip it. You need to flip back to, this is what I mean. You need to flip back to when you were younger. You need to flip back to when you were in high school, college. And you literally worked because you loved to do it. It was never about the money. Okay. This is when things start working in your favor. Let me share with you how this is aligned with manifesting, because it's the same way. Listen to this. If you're really into Neville Goddard, you're really into living in the end or acting as if, what's living in the end? Living in the end is you act as if you already have what you want. So if it's money, you want to be a multimillionaire, for example, is that how do you live in the end when you want to be a millionaire? You act as if. Okay, that's how you live in the end. You act as if you're already a millionaire. But this is what I want you to see. How does a millionaire act? Okay, a millionaire would act just like you did when you were a young teenager. A millionaire would act just like you did when you were in high school, college, or a young entrepreneur. They wouldn't care about the money. It's not about the money. It's only about if they're doing what they love, they're doing what they want to do, and they focus on that. It's not about the money. You see, that's how you live in the end. That's how you act as if you want to be a millionaire or you want to make more money. Because how you live in the end, how you act as if is, if I'm a millionaire right now, guess what? When I wake up, I don't think about the money because I already have the money. That's exactly what you would do. When you work, I'm already a millionaire, so I'm not worried about money. I'm just sitting down working. See, that's how you act as if, but it's the same thing. You see what I'm doing? I've connected it. It's the same flipping thing. It's the same way you were acting when you were young. It's the same way you were acting when you were a young entrepreneur. You were just excited that you're doing what you love and you're passionate about. You're excited for your goals. You're excited that you want to put a dent in the universe, and it literally had nothing to do with the money. And it's the same thing if you're a millionaire. See, when you're a millionaire, it's not about the money no more, because I already made the money. I already have the money. I'm not worried about the money. Everything I do is literally what I want to do. And that's the key here. This is how you make more money. This is the hack. Okay. This is the number one raw truth. You have to put yourself in the position you already have it. That's the secret to all this. Okay. It might not be easy. It might be hard for you. You might be saying, Chad, I don't believe you. Now, Chad, you're just talking about, acting as if, but it's true. You have to put yourself, if you want money, you have to put yourself in a way as you already have it. And if you already have it, guess what? You're not thinking about it every day. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to go back to where you were in the original state is that when you wake up, you're excited to work. You're excited to put a dent in the universe. You're excited to achieve your goals. You're excited that you're working your passions. You're excited that you're doing what you want to do. And that's your main focus. It has nothing to do with the money. See, that's the key. That's the secret to this. That's the hack. You have to walk away with this. You have to understand this. Now, at this point, before we wrap up the video, what I will do, I will post the link right here, and I will also post it in the description, and I will also add it to an end tag so you can watch the video. I did a wonderful video about my mom, and it sounds kind of funny. I did a video about my mom, but anyway, she did this like money hack that I really want to share with you. But since I did a video on it, I'll link it in the description. I'll attach it to the end here so you can watch it. But it's an excellent example how this stuff works, how money really works. And money follows no logic. There's no logic to this stuff. It's such a powerful example. Watch it if you really want to try to figure this stuff out. But other than that, remember, I love you guys. And if you want to be part of the tribe, the link is in the description. Again, if you want to work with me, you have further questions, the link is in the description. Other than that, remember, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.